Okay, this Saturday night, Seth Mitchell takes his next step up the heavyweight ladder and faces former cruiserweight Johnathon Banks, who, strange enough, is now the head trainer for Vladimir Klitschko. I want to divert onto this just very slightly onto a subplot. If Seth Mitchell beats Johnathon Banks badly, who is Vladimir Klitschko's head coach and trainer, okay, the subplot could be you could have a Rocky style situation where Vladimir is watching the fight live and he knocks out Johnathon Banks, and then Vladimir gets really upset about it. Seth Mitchell winks at Vladimir and Vladimir says, "I'm going to make you pay for this." And then you could set up this sort of rivalry between Seth Mitchell and Vladimir Klitschko. Now, why Vladimir Klitschko has got Johnathon Banks in his corner as head trainer, I don't know. The question is this: Vladimir Klitschko is the heavyweight champion of the world. The other heavyweight champion of the world is Vitaly Klitschko. So either Johnathon Banks wants to fight Vladimir, well, trainer fighting fighter, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know if there's been incidents where that's happened. And trainer fighting brother's a fighter's brother, not so sure. I guess he could fight Povetkin, and possibly a Povetkin fight, but other than that, you know, why is Johnathon Banks fighting? I don't know. Maybe he has ambitions to be a heavyweight champion of the world, but that may be cut short by Seth Mitchell. Alright, so I've done the subplot. Let's get into the fight. Okay, first and foremost, when looking at this fight, I went back to what Johnathon Banks did as a cruiserweight, and I looked at his fight with Adamic, or Adamic, however you want to call it, and seemed to do okay in the fight. He caught Adamic, buzzed Adamic a few times, especially in the 8th round. He buzzed Adamic with a good shot, but it seemed later on in the fight when Adamic switched his attack from head to body, Banks almost became a sitting target. And when Adamic finally did catch up with him, he knocked him out. And throughout the fight, Banks, to me, he has his left arm low and he's always inviting for a right hand over the top. And Adamic was missing him with shots. But when Adamic decided to go to the body, like I said, Banks slowed down tremendously. Now, Adamic, for me, he's a very tough guy, very strong guy. He's got some boxing skill, and he's taken that cruiserweight speed up to the heavyweight division, and he punches fairly well in the heavyweight division. But I think when he's fighting against the much bigger guys, the giants in the heavyweight division, he will struggle. Johnathon Banks, what I'm trying to say in this fight with Johnathon Banks is basically Adamic isn't fast. He's not a dynamic puncher for me, and he's now going to go and fight Seth Mitchell. Yes, he knocked out Travis Walker. It was a funny knockout as well, the way he threw a punch and Travis Walker was going one way and he was going the other. But I think Travis Walker, big guy, punches well, but is a bit chinny. So now we're looking at someone like Seth Mitchell, who got buzzed in his fight against Chaz Witherspoon. Now, a lot of fans say, "Oh, he got buzzed. Oh, he's chinny." No, well, if you get hit by a guy who's 250 pound plus and hits you on the chin, it's gonna hurt. This is the heavyweight division we're talking about. Now, he got buzzed. Now, there's getting buzzed and getting knocked spark out. All right, this guy got buzzed, but what does he do? He comes back and he wins the fight. To me, that's a test. That's showing your fighter's being tested. He's in a fight with somebody who's live and throwing punches back. That's a test. That's not a bad thing. If your fighter can come through adversity, that's not a bad thing. What would you prefer? A guy's got a padded record who's got like 30-0, who fights complete bums and nobody throws punches back at them, and as soon as they get in a title fight, they get blown away. What do you want? So for me, that's a good sign for Mitchell. Yes, he still kind of fights very novice-y and rushes in with punches, but he's exciting. He's a very exciting fighter, Seth Mitchell, and he's mentally very strong. He physically very strong man, and for me, I actually think he bullies Banks in this fight. I think he gets close to Banks, and another good thing about Seth Mitchell, he works the body very well. He throws a lot of good body shots, and I think Banks is very susceptible to body shots. Plus, I'm not too convinced about Banks' defense. His hands, as I say, his left hand is very low, and he does open up for the right hand. And Seth Mitchell is very good at throwing right hands. Can Seth Mitchell be hurt by Banks? Yeah, possibly, could be. But I do question Banks' motivation to still be boxing after now taking over as Vladimir's head coach, and what he really wants to do in boxing now. He may have ambitions to be heavyweight champion, but I just think stylistically this fight is made for Mitchell to look good. As long as he starts to double up his jab and look for the right hand and closes the range down very quickly with Banks. So the other thing I noticed with Johnathon Banks is when Adam X switched to the body, Banks had no clue as to what to do when he started getting backed up with body shots. He didn't have any sort of second game plan. So if his camp, Seth Mitchell's camp, have looked at the Adam X fight, they will see that going to the body is a good investment. I actually see Seth Mitchell stopping Banks inside the distance. Yeah, I think he's that good. I think he's a guy that's improving with every fight. And don't look too much into Chaz Witherspoon fight. That's a fight he's come through that will have great confidence. But it also let him know that you just can't walk into fights with leaving your chin up in the air, because you will get buzzed. And if he's a serious student of the game, which I think he is, I think he'll go back and tighten up his defense. So I expect to see a better Seth Mitchell, but nonetheless, still a fan favourite. And I see that he gets Banks out of there inside the distance. I don't see this fight going 12 rounds. I just think that he's going to find Mitchell too strong, too fast, too hungry, too determined. So that's my prediction. Anything within the first 6 for me. So halfway point, Mitchell by KO. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, leave your comments. This is the Boxing Hangout. I'm out. Thanks for watching.